everyone, welcome back to Homeschool, and we are with the concepts of electricity, isn't it? Under that, in our previous session, we have completed about the concept clarity on series combination as well as parallel combination. We have also discussed some basic numericals on both of them. And in today's class, this is entirely about the varieties of questions that came across your board examinations about series and parallel combinations. Okay, so each and every problem that I do has appeared in your board examination. So carefully try to observe each and every numerical. Coming to the first numerical, actually this is also there in your NCERT book. See here, some figure has given a circuit diagram, okay, and there are altogether 5 resistors. So these two are there in a parallel combination, these 3 are there in a parallel combination. But what about this and this? This combination and this combination is in series, isn't it? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me call this combination as R dash and this combination of R double dash. R dash and R double dash are there in series, whereas R dash itself has 2 resistors which are in parallel. R double dash itself has 3 resistors which are in parallel. Okay, so R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 values have been given. What they are asking you to calculate is total resistance in a circuit as well as total current. Once you know total resistance, you can calculate total current, isn't it? So first, let us try to concentrate on how to calculate total resistance. Okay, so first try to calculate what is the resistance of R dash and R double dash. Okay, see R dash, R1 and R2 are there in parallel combination. So calculate R dash here. So what is R dash? Formula 1 by R dash. 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, isn't it? Because both of them in a parallel combination. So we are calculating total resistance of this combination, guys. This combination. That's it. Fine. So 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by R2 value is 40, right? So LCM is 40. So here 4 plus 1. 1 by R dash is equal to how much? How much? 5 by 40, which is equal to 1 by 8, isn't it? So what is our R dash? R dash is equal to 8 ohms. 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by 8. Reciprocal, R dash, just R dash is equal to 8 ohms. Okay, so we have calculated R dash. This particular combination's resistance we got to know. Now let us calculate this particular combination of resistance. Again here the 3 resistors connected in parallel. So formula for parallel combination you have to use here. So what is the formula for parallel combination? 1 by R double dash. We are calculating R double dash. Okay, is equal to 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5, isn't it? So what is our R3? R3, where is R3? 30, right? So 1 by 30 plus 1 by R4 is 20 plus 1 by R5 is 60. So let me take an LCM of 60. So what do you get? Here it is 2 plus 3 plus 1, isn't it? So 1 by R double dash. 1 by R double dash is equal to 2 plus 3 plus 1, that is 6 by 60, that is 1 za 10 za. So you will get 1 by 10. So R double dash is equal to 10 ohms, isn't it? So we calculated these 2 resistors. Since they are in parallel, we considered as R dash the total resistance of this combination. Total resistance of this combination is R double dash. Since this is in parallel, this is in parallel, right? So we finished calculating. And now R dash and R double dash are in series, right? So R dash and R double dash are coming in one path. So what I will write here is, since R dash and R double dash are in series, So what is the total resistance? So total resistance is nothing but R dash plus R double dash, because they both are there in series, right? So total resistance, total R total is equal to R dash plus R double dash. Since they are in series, I am just adding. Okay, so what is R dash value? R dash value is, where is it? 8 plus R double dash value is 10. So what is R total? R total is equal to 18 ohms. So this is the answer for our first question. Okay, so how much is the total resistance? It is 18 ohms. Got to know the method how we calculated? Everything is there on the concept of observation of the circuit. You should carefully observe the circuit, which are there in parallel, which are there in series. So first try to calculate this combination parallel. So R dash, this way we calculated. Then this combination R double dash, again parallel. This is how we calculated. Now R dash and R double dash both are there in series. That makes your total resistance. Right? So total resistance, since they are in series, we are just adding it. We got 18 ohms as the answer for total resistance. Fine. So one question is over. Next, what are they asking? They are also asking the total current. Right? So apply the Ohm's law. We know the total resistance RT is equal to 18 ohms. We know the voltage. Voltage is given. What is that? 12 volt. Can't we calculate total current? Definitely we can calculate, right? Voltage is anyway same. Constant. Voltage is constant here. So what is our Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. So what is V? 12. What is R? 18. So I is equal to 12 by 18, which is equal to 0.67 amperes is your answer. Okay. So this is our total current and this is our total resistance. This is our total current. So this is what the problem, right? So let us go for the next problem. Observe the circuit diagram carefully. It makes you more confusing, but very simple. Only thing is you have to observe carefully. Okay. What they are asking you to find out is, they are asking the total current that is drawn from a battery from the network of 4 resistors. 4 resistors are connected this way. They are asking you total current that is there in a circuit. Voltage is given. So how do you calculate the current? I is equal to V by R, isn't it? Voltage is given, but you want the total resistance. This is the question mark. Right? So how do you calculate the total resistance first? Observe the 4 resistors that are connected. You see here, this is our circuit actually, right? See, R2, R3 and R4 are actually connected in series. They are coming in one line, guys, right? R2, R3 and R4 are connected in series. Whereas R1 is parallel to these 3. Yes or no? Observe carefully. R2, R3 and R4 are coming in one line that is there in the line of circuit. That means they are series. But this guy R1 is parallel to them. Right? So first what do? You will do the resistance of series combination. Okay. So let me consider these 3 guys are connected. These 3 are in series. Okay, series. First you find that resistance, that is R dash you find. Okay, so what I will write here, since R2, R3 and R4 are in series, what I will do, R dash is equal to R2 plus R3 plus R4. Okay, so what do I get? R dash is equal to, what is R2? All are 10 ohms only, right? So 10 plus 10 plus 10, that is R dash is equal to 30 ohms. Got to know? And now this R dash, this combination is over. We combined R2, R3, R4. Since it's in series, we got the total resistance of these three things in series is 30 ohms. Now these guys are parallel with this, no? R1 and R dash is parallel now. Okay, so what I will do? R1 and R dash is parallel. So that is your total resistance, right? So this is over. These three is over. These three and this one is parallel. So that is your total resistance. So how do you calculate the total resistance? 1 by RT or RP you can write. Total resistance is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R dash. Okay. So what is R1? 10 plus what is R dash? 30. So 1 by RT is equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. So 1 by RT is equal to 30 is the LCM I'll take, and then 3, okay, plus 1. So what do you get? 1 by RT is equal to 4 by 30. Okay. What do you get? 1 by RT is equal to 7.5, right? 1 by 7.5. So RT is equal to 7.5 ohms you would be getting. So this is your RT, guys. So we know RT, we know voltage. Can't you find out I? So they asked you the total current. I is equal to V by R. What is V here? 3 volts. And what is R here? 7.5. So how much is the I value you will get? 0.4 amperes. Isn't it? So this is your answer. See how we calculated the total resistance. That is very important. So understanding a circuit diagram is very important, guys. So R2, R3 and R4 are in series. First you calculate that. Then that R dash, whatever you calculated, and R1 is in parallel. So total resistance you will calculate with the help of this formula. So calculate total resistance and then I, total I that is there in a circuit. Yeah. So this is one of your board exam question. So we will go for the next question. To the next question, observe the question carefully. Two resistors of resistances 5 ohm and 10 ohm are to be connected to a battery of 6 volts. Two resistors are connected to a battery of 6 volts. So as to obtain minimum current flowing, calculate the strength of total current. They are asking you to calculate I. Okay, I they are asking you to calculate. Voltage is given. What is the given voltage? 6 volts. And two resistors are there. Their resistances are given. So how do you calculate? Did they mention whether the two resistors connected in series or parallel? No. They have not mentioned whether the resistors are connected in series or parallel. Then which is the formula that you consider to calculate total resistance, and then how do you calculate this I? Very confusing, isn't it? So in the question they haven't mentioned whether it is connected in series or parallel. Then how do you decide? See the clue here. They have said obtaining a minimum current. When do you have less current in a circuit? When there is more resistance. So in which combination you observe more resistance in a circuit compared to the individual resistances? Series, isn't it? See, I discussed in the last video very clearly. Total resistance in a series is greater, whereas in parallel, total resistance is minimum. When there is a total resistance very much high, current flow is less. Okay, so what they said, current flow is less in the circuit. There is less current flowing in a circuit, it seems. That means there is more resistance. More resistance in a circuit. In which combination you observe? Series. That means these two resistances are connected in series. Okay, so voltage is given. Voltage is 6 volts. Okay, I we have to calculate. To calculate I, what is what is the formula here? V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. Okay, so we want total resistance to calculate now. Okay, since the resistors are connected in series, what is total resistance? R1 plus R2, right? In case of series, this is the formula we use. So what is R1? 5 plus 10. So total resistance is 15 ohms. Total resistance is 15 ohms. Now put the formula. I is equal to V by RT. So I is equal to, what is V here? 6 divided by 15. So how much is your answer? I is equal to 2.5, isn't it? So I is equal to 1 by 2.5. That means your I value is equal to 0.4 amperes. 1 by 2.5 is 0.4 amperes. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate. Sometimes they won't mention whether the resistors are connected in series or parallel, but some clue definitely would be there, either with respect to the resistance or current. So you should be perfect with the concept, in which case resistance is higher, in which case resistance is lower, right? So if the resistance is high, definitely current is low. If the resistance is low, definitely current flow is high. You know, this is the concept clarity you should have in different combination. Yeah, fine. Coming to the next question. How can three resistors of 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm are connected to give a total resistance of 4 ohm and 1 ohm? Okay, so they are asking us how they are connected. There are three resistors. How they are connected to get total resistance of 4 ohm, and also how they are connected to get a total resistance of 1 ohm. Okay, so observe carefully here. Here you observe, in case of B, see the total resistance is very much lesser compared to the individual resistances. When does this happen? When these three guys are connected in parallel, right? So when the resistors are connected in parallel, the total resistance that you get is less compared to the individual resistance. So definitely, when do you get 1 ohm? When these guys are connected in parallel. Okay, first let us work it out, the B question. Okay, first let us just try to check it. Okay, this is one resistor, this is second resistor, this is third resistor, right? And this resistor has 2 ohms, and this has 3 ohms, and this has 6 ohms of resistance. And all the three are, imagine they are connected in parallel. Okay, now cross check it whether you get 1 ohm resistance or not. If you connect them like this, just check it. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, isn't it? So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. Yeah, so 6 is the LCM. What do you get here? 3 plus 2 plus 1, right? So that is 6 by 6, 1 ohm. So you are getting total resistance, yeah, 1 ohm, isn't it? So definitely, when do you get 1 ohm as a total resistance? You should connect all the three in parallel. Okay, so connect all three in parallel. Okay, then you get 1 ohm as total resistance. Okay, fine. And now you see, when do you get 4 ohms of resistance? This is not the minimum value compared to the 2 ohms and 3 ohms, right? That means something is there in series. Okay, let us check it out. take this 2 ohm resistor in series, take these two guys in parallel. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'm taking 2 ohm resistor in series and 3 ohm resistor as well as 6 ohm resistor in parallel. This is 3 ohm resistor, this is 6 ohm resistor. Okay, so what do? How do you calculate the total current here? Definitely first you calculate this, right? These two are in parallel. So 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So here 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So 6 is the LCM. So you would be getting here 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. That means R dash is equal to 2 ohms. R dash is equal to 2 ohms. Now this R dash, combination of these two is R dash. R dash is equal to 2 ohms. This and this is in series, right? So R total is equal to R, let me consider, I considered this as R1, R2, this let it be R3. R3 plus R dash. R3 is how much? 2 ohms. R dash is how much? Just now we calculated 2 ohms. So R total is equal to, yes, we are getting 4 ohms as a total resistance. When are you getting 4 ohms as a total resistance? When you connect 3 ohms resistor and 6 ohms resistor in parallel, and these two guys should be in series with 2 ohm resistor. Okay, only then you would get total resistance 4 ohm. So this is another model of a question that can be asked on combination of resistors. Okay, so you should carefully think, when do you get, you should carefully observe the values, guys. Since it is a 1 ohm, the resistance is much smaller than the individual resistance, no doubt. They are connected in parallel, because only in the parallel case the total resistance is lower compared to the individual resistance, no, right? But here you see this is not lower, but this is not greater value also compared to these. In case of series, the total resistance is very much high because you will be adding all the three, right? So this is not very much high also. So definitely one would be there in series, the rest of the two are there in parallel. Okay, that way you have to think and frame the circuits. Clear everybody? Fine. So let us move on to next question. What is the highest and lowest total resistance that can be secured by combinations of 4 coils of resistance, 4 ohms, 8 ohms, 12 ohms and 24 ohms? So there are 4 resistors. So when do you get the highest total resistance and the lowest total resistance? Okay, definitely when you connect them in series, you would be getting highest total resistance. When you connect them in parallel, you would be getting lowest total resistance. So that's what you have to calculate. You should calculate highest total resistance and lowest total resistance out of these 4 resistors. Yeah. So you have to be very clear in a concept. When you connect them in parallel, okay, you get lowest total resistance. Yes or no? Because in parallel combination, the total resistance is low compared to the individual resistances, right? So lowest total resistance. Now let us calculate 1 by RT. How do you calculate the total resistance in parallel? It's 1 by RT is equal to 1 by R1. How many are there? 4, right? 1 by R2, 1 upon R3 plus 1 upon R4 is the formula. Now substitute the value. R1 is 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24. Okay, so let me take 24 as the LCM. Then how much do you get? 4, 6 are 24, right? So 6 plus 8 3s are, right? So 3 plus 2 plus 1. So how much do you get? 6 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 by 24. 1 by RT is equal to 12 by 24. 1s are 2s are. So RT is equal to 2 ohms. So this is your lowest total resistance. Yes or no? See, this value is lowest compared to individual values. 2 is lower than 4, 2 is lower than 8, 2 is lower than 12, 2 is lower than 24. So lowest total resistance you get when they are connected in parallel, guys. Okay? And now, second point, highest total resistance I am calculating. When do you get highest total resistance? That means the value higher than all the three. The value should be higher than 4, value should be higher than 8, higher than 12 and higher than 24. Highest total resistance. You would get that when you connect them in series, right? So highest total resistance is obtained when they are connected in series. Okay, so how do you calculate total resistance in series? R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4, isn't it? So what are your values? 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24. So 20 plus 24, 44, 44 plus 4, 48, isn't it? So R total is equal to 48 ohms, and this is your highest resistance, right? So this is how you have to calculate highest and lowest resistance if resistances of resistors are given. Highest resistance you will get only when they are connected in series. Lowest resistance you will get only when they are connected in parallel. So apply the formulas and show the answers. Okay, so with this I complete this session. I have covered different models on series combination as well as parallel combination. These are actually, some of these are your board examination questions, previous year board examination questions, and many more problems to come. And those problems I will be discussing in the challenging video that is there at the end of the chapter. Once I complete all the concepts, I will do a special video calling challenging questions. So in case of challenging questions, I will come up with more challenging questions on a concept. Clear? So with this, I end my session. Please like, share and subscribe our channel to learn the concepts in the easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you so much.